Why you feel mentally exhausted after narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse doesn't just drain you emotionally, it can exhaust your mind too. Because after narcissistic abuse, a lot of people feel mentally exhausted all the time, even when they're physically rested. Your mind keeps replaying conversations, analyzing situations, trying to make sense of confusion, and then preparing for emotional shifts all the time. And then eventually you become mentally overwhelmed, not because you're weak, but because your brain has been under chronic emotional stress. Narcissistic abuse creates ongoing mental and emotional hypervigilance. Your brain becomes stuck in overanalyzing, emotionally scanning for stuff, stress, anticipation, and then self-protection mode. Then over time, the constant mental activity exhausts your nervous system, and your mind was never meant to stay in survival mode continuously. So after a long period of time, you may have struggled concentrating, felt emotionally drained daily, experienced racing thoughts all the time, constantly replaying interactions. You may have felt mentally heavy or overwhelmed because your survival required constant mental alertness. But here's the truth: mental exhaustion after narcissistic abuse is not laziness, it's the nervous system's fatigue. Your mind deserves rest too, mental warriors. You are allowed to stop carrying mental painful moments, because peace is not just emotional, it's mental too. Healing begins when your mind no longer feels responsible for surviving emotional chaos every day. So the strategy is to limit mental replaying stuff in your mind, ground yourself in the present moment, create intentional rest for your nervous system, because mental exhaustion is often what happens when the brain has spent too long trying to survive emotional chaos. So say to yourself, I give my mind permission to rest, to heal, and to release yourself from survival mode. Affirmation: I release mental overload and I allow my mind to experience peace again. Follow me at Mentally Sound Journey. Like this content, share this content, and as I always say, a stronger mind is a stronger you.